Hey guys, it's Jess. Welcome back for another video. So today I'm going to be doing a lot of random garden projects around my property, and first and foremost we are going to be removing my Japanese maple. I know, that is my pride and joy tree, but I'm going to be keeping it. I'm just going to be moving it to my backyard. So let's go ahead and do that first. So here is the bed I'm going to be working on. This is what I like to call my barberry bed right here at the front of my driveway. And here is my gorgeous Japanese maple. I know it doesn't look gorgeous now. It's just starting to leaf out. As you can see, it's putting out new leaves and buds. So I want to go ahead and get this transplanted before it starts leafing out too much. I am going to be digging this up and relocating it to my backyard just because I'm not really loving how it's looking here. My trash guy has knocked so many limbs off of this tree. It's not even shaped correctly anymore. So I think I'm probably going to remove this bottom limb here and just limb it up a little bit higher. But let's go ahead and dig this out first. Y'all, these roots are so intertwined with the landscape fabric. I'm going to turn the camera off, dig this out, and I'll be back once I get it out the ground. OMG, do y'all see all that water in the bottom of the hole? I don't know how this tree wasn't drowning, but I did have to remove my barberry as well over here just to get it out because it kept stabbing me in the leg. But, oh look, I put out some food for my little kitty friend here. Looks like he found it. You're welcome. All right, now let's move this to the backyard. Okay, y'all, so I thought I had the placement for this Japanese maple all figured out, but clearly I'm still indecisive. So my plan initially was to pop it right here where I lost my hosta and just pop it to fill in this space. But when I step back, y'all, it's messing with my balance and symmetry. Y'all know how I am. So when I stand here, I am dead center on my diagonal back wall here. I have 1, 2, 3, 4 posts. I have gyokuro on each side, lemon lace elderberry, 5 arborvitaes, and the one in the middle is centered. This Tetragona aurea Camiocypress. Y'all, I got the name right. I never remember that name, but that one is actually off-centered, you guys. I had originally planted that to be my new focal point for this bed. This was going to be what I like to call my conifer corner, but I mean, I have lemon lace elderberries in here. They are not conifers. So I think what I want to do is dig out this. And y'all know that I lost my blue cypress over here, this dead tree right here. I'm gonna pop that out, make this the new center point for that curve, and I'll make my Japanese maple my focal point here because I think it will tie in nicely with my lemon lace elderberry. So I'll still have my nice evergreen backdrop, my evergreen like solid base pieces. I'll have my bright pop of green and then that pretty burgundy in the center. I think I like that. It's probably going to change, but that's what's going to happen right now. So let me go ahead and dig out this tree as well, and then I'll get the plants planted. that one was so much easier to dig out just because it's only been in the ground one season. So now I can center my Japanese maple. Okay, I'm kind of using my shovel as where the plant is going to be. Let me make sure I like that placement. Yes, that looks so good. Oh my gosh. Okay, I'm excited now. So I'm gonna have to dig this hole more wide and shallow just because the roots are spread out so far. So I'm not gonna dig too deep. Here we go. Oh my God. Whew. Okay, I got dirt in my boot. Hold on. Oh gosh. Okay. Oh, I think that's gonna look so perfect, y'all. So I don't have it positioned correctly yet, but I am gonna turn it so that the back side of it with all the broken branches is gonna face towards the back so it can be kind of flush against the arborvitaes. And then the front side can kind of cascade outward to like create an umbrella shape. So I'm so excited. Let's get it planted now. That looks so good. Oh my gosh. Okay. So clearly I didn't dig it deep enough. I think it needs to go to the left just a hair and it'll be perfect. Okay, I think I got it right. Let me go grab some soil. Okay, y'all, so I did move it over just a little bit. Let me step back just to make sure. Okay, so I'm right at both posts, and now it's centered. Oh, it looks so good. All right, you guys, Japanese maple is successfully transplanted, and oh my gosh, y'all, it looks so much better back here. I cannot wait to see it leaf out. I think that burgundy color is going to look perfect. So this area does get mostly shade throughout the day. It gets like dapple shade. It does get a little bit of sun for like an hour or two in the evening, and it goes right back into shade. So I think it'll be happy. Up front, it was planted in full sun all day long. So I think it'll be happier here in more shade. I actually didn't have to really amend too much over here. There was so much compost already down in this area from the previous years. And then I did toss in some biotone starter fertilizer just to get those roots a nice kickstart. We did get a heavy rain yesterday, so the root ball is still pretty moist, but I am going to come in and water it and then just top it off with a light layer of mulch. I'm not going to do a heavy layer just because I am going to come in and put drip in this bed, so I don't want to mulch and then have to move it for drip. So yeah, anywho, let's move on to planting this one now. Okay, so over here I have lost my blue cypress, you guys. I am still in my feelings about it, but it was totally user error. Blue cypress take a lot of water down here in the south, and unfortunately I just didn't water it. So I did lose it. This would have been its third season in the ground. It had doubled in size. So yeah, so sad, but I'm gonna go ahead and pop this out. I think this area will be better for my tetragona. What is going on? Who's shooting? Anywho, as I was saying, I feel like this area is going to be a lot better for my Tetragona just because it needs sunlight in order to color up to that nice yellow color. And as you guys can see, it has turned mostly green. So I think it'll be happier here in the sun. Oh, that's gonna look really pretty, y'all. Oh, that looks so good, y'all. Oh my gosh, you guys. When I tell y'all I had no clue where these plants were going today, and these replacements just worked out perfectly. I think it looks so good in this space. I may have to bump out my fire chiefs just a little bit, but oh wow, y'all. I don't know why I didn't put it here in this first place, but I think this is a perfect replacement for my blue cypress. I still want something blue in my garden. I'm not sure where that's gonna go, but I think this one will be a lot happier here just because this one does have like yellow tips. If I get in really close, if you guys can see here. So I know it looks bad, but this is the color it's supposed to be on the tips, you guys. This is the new growth. So this one does have a deep dark interior and then limeish yellow tips. And in order to get that nice lime color, it needs sunlight. So I think when it was sitting over there, it was in too much shade. It'll be a lot happier here in the sun. I just need to make sure that I properly water it, you guys, because this gets full sun all day long in this area here. So oh, it looks so good. I'm so excited. So my buckthorns in the back, they are going to be coming out. They are finally starting to leaf out. I was so scared I had lost them, you guys, but they are starting to put out some leaves. Can't wait to get them relocated. Here's what they are going to look like. So that's what they look like. They're really, really narrow. So I'll pop these out. I do have some new plants that are going in their place in the back. But yeah, you guys, oh, I'm so excited. So let me get this watered in, and then I am going to end up staking my maple, I believe, just because it is leaning just a little bit. So I'm going to give it a stake just to make sure it holds its placement in case we get some heavy wind. Y'all know the wind comes from this direction over here. And then I know y'all, please ignore my little ball. The ball is coming out. All of this will be coming out because I do have plans still to extend this bed. A lot of this grass is going to be coming out. My bench will be relocating. All of the hydrangeas will be changing. So yeah, a lot of changes upcoming, but it feels so good to have my maple out of my front garden. And I think it looks so good, y'all. I'm so excited. All right, so that took a lot more time than I thought just because it took a lot to get those tree roots out, but I think I still have time to get one more plant transplanted. Let me show you guys. So this is the last plant I'm going to be transplanting for today. This is my Japanese beehive holly. I planted it here, I think, just one season ago. So it shouldn't be too rooted in. I am going to dig it up and put it in a pot because this is actually going to be going to my friend's house. But before we do that, I am going to save my little praying mantis cocoon here. So I'm going to snip this off, put it into a bush up front, and then we'll get this one dug up. I do want to move something else here, which I'll show you guys. Saving the praying mantis. I'm going to stick it down into my euonymus so it can hatch. tucked in nice and safely. So once it warms up consistently over 75, that's when those hatch. All right, let's get her dug out. I sure picked the wrong day to be transplanting. It feels amazing out here. It's nice and cool, so I wouldn't want to be doing this in the hot sun. But boy, these root balls are heavy because they're wet. I hope I have a pot big enough for this. Hopefully this works. It's not going to be in this pot very long, but I do want to at least get the roots tucked in. Oh gosh, hold on. Okay, so we may need a bigger pot. Let's try this one. One, two, three, heave! Oh my gosh. Okay, where are my gloves? I have no clue where my gloves are. We're just gonna use bare hands. I'm so sorry you are having to go through all of this trauma. That is a tight squeeze, y'all. Okay, I think it'll be okay just until tomorrow. Remind me not to buy any more concrete pieces. Oh, I think that's gonna look so pretty once my bobo fills out and all the perennials come in. Oh, perfect spot for my bird bath. Okay, I lied. One more planting project for today. This is where my bird bath was sitting. I think it's the perfect spot to plant my camellia. Sensation is all planted and I think she's going to be happy here. I did mount her up quite a bit just because there is a lot of standing water in this area, just because she's planted right in front of where my neighbor's gutters run out. Also, she's very close to where I installed my drain a couple years ago. So I did mount her up just a bit to make sure she's going to be good. I do have a drip line running along the back fence to water all of my arborvitaes, so I will be tapping in to run emitters to all of my individual plantings. Probably do that in the next couple of weeks before I mulch this bed, but I'm gonna water her in and get the other plants watered, and I'm gonna call it a night. All right, y'all, the sun is starting to set. I'm gonna call it a night because it is getting really chilly out here. We are gonna be at 34 degrees tonight, so I'm gonna bring all of my plants into the garage. I'm not taking any chances, but it feels really good to have my Japanese maple transplanted and my evergreen planted. I'm so excited about those two, and my camellia back here behind me. So yeah, y'all, I will check in tomorrow with planting.